Hey everyone, English Gamer 38 here, and today we are back with some My Garage. And this is part 2 of the Junkyard challenge. So if you remember, in the previous video I magically made my subframe disappear. So I found a rusty one, that should do the trick. So hopefully in this video we can get this assembled without making it disappear again, and at least get the front end into our lad. Oh, I just walked into the engine. So yeah, off camera I just gathered a few bits and pieces up and a few more engine spares. So I think we should get this jacked up. Like so, all the way. And the same with this one. That should sit quite nicely on these two jacks if you jack them all the way up. So I need to, at some point, drop the engine out of this. Oh, I've got a brake master cylinder, but it appears I don't need one. That's actually got some fluid in it. Right, anyway, let's just have a quick look around the junkyard. That's a niv hood. That's a very clean nid hood. Nid hood, not nid hoof. Must better put my headphones on. I forgot I hadn't done that. Right. I do not think there's actually anything else I need at the minute. Got plenty of spares at the shop. Don't need no more gearboxes. Don't need no more timing chains. Whatever that was, I don't need any more because it's just fallen through the ground. What's that? I don't have many e-brake cables though, so I will have that. And I do like these hubs. I'm going to put some of these on one of my coupes, I think. I do want to get one of the coupes out of storage to make some mods to it. Right. That's a junk wheel. Well, the wheel's not junk, but the tyre is. I'm going to put that over here with some other bits that I bought accidentally. What happens when I go to throw the wrench down in the junkyard, I'll throw it down and then accidentally buy something. Because it's the same button. I wonder if I could... Actually, I could probably remap that now that I think about it. I know you can change controls in the... settings. Right, let's just get this slap together. Your front right. I'm looking at this from behind, so this is going to be the right hand side. I just did it again. I just pressed E and got rid of the bloody subframe. Because E is the backpack button. And for some reason, it makes that disappear. But keeps the little bit that I attach to it. So what I'm going to do is try to whip off this one. Hopefully. Just undoing every nut I can find. Like so. Dead spring on this one, so no good to us. Get rid of that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Well, that's a good start. I did exactly the same thing as I did last time when we left off the last video. Because for some reason it's when I go to change the wrench direction from tightening to loosening and whatnot, I keep hitting the E key for some reason and not the F. Do not know why. My brain keeps thinking that's the right key, but never mind. What's the old saying? It's a pebcac. Problem exists between the keyboard and chair. Oh, I thought oh no, I didn't undo these, did I? I thought I did. Whoopsie. Right. Undone that one, I've undone that one. Undone that one, so I need to undo that. Undo the shock. Undo these two. Undo that, and a subframe should come out. There we go. It's a rusty one, but that will do. I don't think a rusty one's gonna affect anything. No, I have driven cars in the game with rusty parts on them. No problem. Right, that's upside down. So let's get it the right way up and the right way round. Right, we'll try again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch to tightening mode while I'm not facing the subframe. Oh dear. Right. Let's just start bolting bits on. What are you? You're left. So you go there. You got to be front left. Yeah. So now I need upper right? Yeah, upper right. That'll tell me I've not got one in the pile. Okay. Go hunting for one then. Hopefully one of these two cars around here has one. I'm not using that one because it's bent. They're fine if they're just rusty like that one, like that lower one, but that one's actually bent. And I bet this one doesn't have any. Ooh, it might. It does. That's a good one. Sweet. Try and get to the other bolt. There. And while I'm under here, I'm going to steal that brake hose as well. I'd rather do somewhat of a good job on the brakes, as we do need those. The engine has literally just got to last us until we get back to the garage. Mind you, the engine's practically going to get rebuilt anyway. There we go. Right. Let's do the shocks next. Don't have to build this up outside the car. I just like to do this sometimes. Sometimes I'll build them up on the car, but today I just feel like doing it outside the car. Where's the nut? Oh, I was way off. It's up there. Right. So you've got a good hub caliper and whatnot. Oh, good hub. A good knuckle and caliper. The hub is bad though, but I can change that, I think. What knuckle is that one? It's front left. I think I've also got a front right knuckle, so why is this shaking around as bad as it is? Never had one do that before. Is that the front right? Yeah. I'll whack these on. Is it just the ground this is sitting on, or just try and move it? So it is quite uneven ground. So somewhere here I've got which can go on here. Okay, so I've got a good brake disc. You're front right. Whoops, what are you? Oh, you're front left, and you've got good good pads in, that's good. Alright, let's slap this one on here. So I've got a choice. I'm going to go and see if I can find a good hub. If not, I'm just going to use that one. What we got here? That's a bad hub. Typical. We haven't got anything this side. Nothing that side. We've still got a wheel attached here. Or not. That's got a bad hub as well. Right. Oh well. I'm just going to slap that disc on then with the hub. So I need to take the caliper off first. Get out of the way. Get out. Thank you. You can't get the hub off with the caliper on. Right. Should have just put that knuckle on, really, shouldn't I? I think it's just the oh no, I was going to say it's just the springs, but it's not, is it? I can do the steering rack. Let's just get the springs on. Like so. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Number 2, right wrench. Throw the steering box on. Steering rack, not box. I keep forgetting this has a steering rack, not a box. Oops. You going to sit that way? Good. I should have a couple of tie rods. Yep. Get the tie rods on, then we can go and bolt it in the car. But before I put it in the car, why is this being a pain? Somewhere there is a nut. Yeah, you got it. Right, now I can go and slap this in the car. But first I'm going to take that engine out because it's got to come out to be rebuilt anyway. Well, I'm probably going to build that one. Right, so I've got this. Oh, got to get the gearbox bolts, haven't I? Get this off. And the fuel line's got to come off. Fuel line. I might as well do the brake line while I'm in here. Oh, get out of the way, brake line. Did I not undo the fuel line? No, I didn't. I undone a fuel pump bolt. Fuel pump. Apparently I cannot English. It's one of those days. Okay, 1, 2, should only be 4 this side, and the engine should just drop straight off. Yes, yes, right. Let's drop that over here for now. What's that? Well, that's main brake line. Well, as that's here and it needs it, let's throw that on, shall we? Wobbling around on the jacks a bit, but as long as it doesn't fall off, I'm not fussed. Let's get rid of that. And get rid of the old fuel line because neither are any good. And let's start bolting this in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to find brake lines. I know I've bought a few. I had a few bad ones. I've also noticed, I don't know if it's actually just my imagination or what's happening, but I swear I'm buying stuff but then I can't find it in the pile over here, so I don't know if it's accidentally vanishing. You know, if there's like a little glitch here that keep making certain things vanish. When stuff lands on top of them, maybe they're just falling through the ground. I don't know. It can just be somewhat annoying at times, that's all. It's not a big issue, though. Right, that's, I forgot a bloody brake caliper for this side. What a nincompoop. Right. What are you? You front left? Nope, you're rear. You front left. You are. Whack this on and the brake line. See, there's a problem there. The check mark is the same colour as the brake disc, so you can't see it. Flexi hose. Just want to find a flexi hose for the other side. Put the two wheels on, and I think yeah, I don't think I need it up in the air after this. I am sure I bought several flexi hoses, and they've all seemed to have disappeared. Let's get that out of the way. There's another one. Did I actually put any on the rear, or did I leave them off? I can't remember. I'll have a look. Did I put them on the rear? No, I didn't, so I need to find another couple. But not right this minute. Let's just get the wheels bolted on. Bolted on and pumped up. And I can get this set on the ground. Then it's just a matter of building the engine and dropping that in. And finding a drive shaft for a lad, because I haven't got one. Why is this engine bouncing around everywhere? It'll just sit there. Right. Next wheel. Right. Air pump. I prefer to pump the tyres up when it's in the air like this, because when they're flat they sort of sit part way in the ground and then they raise up, which means the valve stem here keeps moving. If you've got it in the air like this, nothing moves, so you can just pump it up quite easily. I'm just going to check the other two. Might as well do all four while I'm at it. Not too low. Believe it or not, your tyres do lose air. Alright then, we'll drop this down now and get the jacks out of the way. Although I might have to jack it up on one side to get the drive shaft in. I'm pretty certain this hasn't got one. Nope. We have actually got a rusty old diff in the back there as well. Oh, look what I can see. A decent hub, but I'm not taking that all apart now. I'll just leave that one on there. I don't think it's going to hurt. I hope. I never checked the interior. We've got... Oh. I don't know if the dash cluster there actually works. We have got a radio. I don't know if that works. I did buy a spare battery, but they actually have a habit of disappearing off this pile as well. Because for some reason, the F100s, when they spawn in with a battery. Sometimes it's a knackered battery, sometimes it's a good battery. So I've been buying them, because they're cheaper than buying them from the shop. Like 20 odd bucks or something like that. But they only spawn in on the F100s. None of these other cars do it. That's not a bad gas tank. That isn't no good. We have a good gas tank. Now, should I change it? Or should I just leave the rusty one in there just for the fun of it? You know what? I'm going to leave the rusty one in just for the fun of it. Right, so I think I should have bought an engine stand. I just want to headbutt into this if I can, just to check the... So that's got a bad crankshaft on it. That one's got a good one. Okay. Let me just locate the wrench. There's one. Can I jump up there? Sometimes I can jump up here. You're not going to let me today, are you? I'm a bit concerned because I could hear my kitten knocking things around in the kitchen. Right. What I want is to just switch that back to loosening. This oil pan's a bit of a duff one because it's gone that dark matte black instead of nice and shiny. I don't know if that causes a problem though. I don't know if that would cause an oil leak in the game. Bad clutch on this as well, or at least the clutch plate is bad. Hopefully we can get all of the nuts without having to flip the engine. Success. Right. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it on this one. Because I've got it laying the wrong way. Right, I need to flip it. So it's laying on the alternator side. Then I should be able to get to all the bolts without having to flip the engine. I'm sure there's one missing. I can't see. There should be one here somewhere. It's not there. That's concerning. Hopefully I've got a good clutch on this one, but I will check it in a minute. Because you can kinda sorta do a cheat. Oh, there it is. It's an invisible bolt for some. Oh, it's because it's in the shade. Right, so I want that. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do this on a real engine, but you can. Take the crankshaft out with everything still attached. Well, I suppose you could if you really wanted to with the pistons. But, you know, you probably couldn't do it with the clutch still attached. Right, I've got two dud pistons on this one. Oh yeah, and this one's got the bad clutch, hasn't it? So I'm going to have to change that. Is it just this clutch plate, or is it the whole clutch? What's pushing me forwards? Oh, I'm on that. No, the clutch is fine, so it's just the clutch plate that's dead. So let's just swap these while it's still attached to the engine. Although I bet the clutch has just fallen off the flywheel. It has, right. Oh, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to swap these over. Right, pistons I can do while they're still in the engine, and I was trying to undo bolts while the spanner was set to tighten. Can I have the crankshaft, please? Thank you. Bung you. Not in there, apparently. Where'd you go? Oh, you're bridged across both engines, okay. Right, so I'll swap 2 pistons. We have a good alternator belt. We don't have a very good alternator, though. Right. 2 pistons to change. Number 1. Number 2. Actually, I think in reality that would be 1 and 3, wouldn't it? So I think you start the front 1, 2, 3. This one by the clutch being number 4, I think. Right, now. Okay, so that one's loose, apparently. So these are nice shiny pistons. What if you could actually get a real engine to run swapping pistons over like this? Okay, that's what I need, and I drop the oil pan back on. Where did that fly off to? I was there. Get on the crankshaft. There's a good piston. Right, put this back on. Then I think I'm going to drop it back in the car. I'll say drop it back in the car. Drop this one in the car. Just what to do this bit, because it would be easier to get to rather than trying to get to it, you know, while it's jacked up. Hopefully, we'll be able to drive this back to the garage. So we'll drop the engine in. We'll bolt her up. Like finding that. A 1, 2, 3. Should be one more this side. See it somewhere up the top there. There it is. And if we count the engine mount, there's 5 this side as well. And then 4 on the transmission. There we go. What have I got for spark plugs? I've got 2 in there. The camshaft is looking okay. I think I can just drop a cover straight on that, but what I'm going to do, as it's getting dark and I'm starting to struggle to see what I'm doing, I'm just going to head back to the garage and just sleep. And I also think what I'm going to do, because they're actually difficult to get hold of, I'm going to take a battery with me, and I think I'm actually ready to start building this one up. Oh yeah, I've got this cab lining for my other F100, the lifted one. I still haven't actually decided what engine I want to put in this. I wouldn't mind doing one with a blower fitted. Anyway, let's get back to the junkyard. Just going to spit the battery out somewhere. There we go. Can't remember where I put the wrench. Get that on. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I should have walked in and triggered this first. Oh, that's better. Right. Where was I standing? I hopped off this, didn't I? Before I teleport. There it is. Right, let's just have a quick look around the junkyard, see if we can find anything useful. Interior pieces, maybe. I want to get some motorbikes built up as well, because I've realised I've got quite a few in storage. 3 fixed up ones and a big pile of frames ready to be built. So I could save that for another video, actually. What have we got under here? Anything useful? I might open the hood. Nope. No, didn't spawn anything in that useful. I think the engine I've just put in the car has got a decent start motor on it, so don't need that. Okay, so for some reason my FPS has dropped again. It's fine last night, so I don't know what's up with that. Right. I'm pretty certain I have somewhere got a decent alternator, so I'm going to drop that off. And I also know that somewhere I've got a decent pulley. Right there. Right. That goes on. Pardon me. That's what you get when you drink fizzy drinks. Do need this. Picked it up, so I might as well bolt this on. Come to think of it, I should have done the exhaust header first. Only because the intake manifold covers up a couple of the bolts. One exhaust header. Oh, wrong side of the car. Oh, it's actually not too bad on this engine, we can actually see them. I need a fuel pump, but I also need sparkulators. And to do the sparkulators, I need a sparkulator tool, and I currently can't find it. Okay, let's just drop a few other bits up here. No, that's a screwdriver. Water pump, do need that. We'll drop that up here. I want the radiator, so we'll drop that up here. Sparkulator wires are needed. What else have I got in this pile? Oh, good alternator. A dizzy. Pretty certain there's an ignition coil somewhere over here. Yep. Oh yes, and I mustn't forget the oil filter, otherwise the oil I'll put in later will just fall straight out the bottom. Oh yeah, the coil. Won't get any sparkage without that. Oh, spark plugs. Don't know if the 2 that are in there are actually any good. I don't care as long as it makes the engine run. Battery wires. Battery. I forgot to check the head gasket. Never mind. Oh, fuel line. I usually forget that, but I'm determined not to forget it this time. And of course, still attached to this engine by one bolt, because I haven't done that. Hang on a second. My kitten's wanting to lay on the keyboard. Of all the places to lay, she chooses the keyboard. Right, here we go. Want a fuel pump. I'm going to straight pipe it, just because. Oh, I need 2 more brake lines, don't I? So let's just quickly check these 2 cars. Hang on. She was on the keyboard again. Bless her. The joys of trying to do this when you've got a kitten. Got any on the front, or is that another dead hose like on the rear? I can see brake line, but I can't get in to see if there's a... No, there's no hose that side. Oh, I went in the bus for some reason. That's a broken one. Any on this, Chad? Bart. Yeah, this is a bar, isn't it? Oh, it's a Chad. I keep getting them mixed up. So this one with the recessed rear window is the Chad. Right, not the bar. The bar is the other one. Right, so unlucky for brake hoses. I've completely forgot what I actually wanted for the end. Oh yeah, pulley. Oh nuts. I've only got a bad one laying through. I thought I had a good one. Let's just check the coupe in here. Oh. Right, you know what? I'm just going to bolt the rusty one back on. If I can find it. There it is. We'll just bolt this back on. Oh, wait. I've got to pull you up. What am I doing? Apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Right, let's stick the water pump on. Let's find the check mark. Right. Why is it not tightening? Oh, it is. It's just my sound had cut off. That one has. Great. That's what I wanted. Because that one hasn't got the fan, so... So got that alternator. Whoops. Like so. Clicked on it wrong. Just as the mouse cursor moved just as I clicked on the button to tighten it. Right, I'll put the belt on before I forget. So apart from a radiator, we are done for that. Right. What else are we going to buy? Let's put the downpipe for the exhaust on. You know what? While I'm at it, if I can find it again. Did I put it over here? I did put it over here, didn't I? Straight pipe on. Like so. Can't see the nuts. Where is it? There it is. Oh yeah, I still need to find a drive shaft. So I can get it to start. I'm not going to get it to do much else though. Right, so now I've got all the bits to put this side, such as oil filter. Oh, I still haven't found the spark plug tool, have I? Oh, I think it's in the... Oh, we've got an ignition core. I just need the dizzy. Bolt the dizzy on. I'm actually going to put the wires on. There's a spring fell out of this side. Oh, the car's fallen off the back of the thing. I wondered why that was sitting at an angle. I thought the spring at the front here had come off. I'll put the battery in as well. Oh, I see. I keep knocking into the car and knocking it backwards. Oops. Oh, for some reason I thought this engine had a starter motor. Apparently it doesn't. Well, let's see if I can find one. Let's get the fuel pump on. Hang on, you know what? I'm going to make life a little bit easier. Let's just push this off. Got to be careful with it because I haven't got an e-brake. I've actually got an e-brake fitted. I have, and I've got an e-brake cable over there, haven't I? Right. I bought it earlier. So we'll grab that, we'll put this on, and then we'll apply the brake. Right. So somewhere here, should be able to get to it. There we go. The car is sliding everywhere. And there we go. Right. Push it round that way. There we go. Oh, I don't have a gear shift. That's not going to be very useful. Right, what have I got in the pile? Oh, I've got radiator. We can get that on. Why has the car gone all the way over there? There we go. So, I need some radiator hoses of some description. And an air filter. I'm not going to attempt to drive it back without an air filter. That's going to be asking for trouble. Get the fuel line on. I'm having trouble with the brake hoses, so for the rear I'm just going to reuse these. I think we'll be fine just as long as one set works. I've not got any more laying about, or I might have another one laying over there, another bad one. Get off keyboard, Missy. Do you know? I was certain I had an air filter box and air filter as well. And that's disappeared. Let's just go into the junkyard and see if I can find the whatchamacallit, the spark plug tool. Here it is. That doesn't have a filter box on it, does it? No, it doesn't even have a carburetor. Has got a starter motor though. I'm going to check the engine out here because I'm sure this one had a good one. Yeah, this one's got a good starter motor on it. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't pick anything up when you've got the spark plug tool in your bloody hand. So, drop one in there and pick up the other one. One and a two. I don't believe, I just looked at how long I've been recording, I don't believe it's taken this long. So I've got sparkulators in there. Right. I think we might have to drive this in part 3. Mainly because I still need to find a couple of bits, and who knows how long that is going to take. You know, refreshing the junkyard and whatnot. Why is it not filling? Is it filling? Yeah. I've only just realised that my cat had hit P, which enables the stronger pushing mode. Can't top the coolant up yet because it'll just fall straight out of the radiator. I believe it takes at least 2 of these to fill up this one. So we'll drop in the next bottle, the whole bottle, and nothing but the bottle. There we go. That should at least be enough. Oh yeah. Right on the line, look at that. I was trying to find the dipstick here, but that's where it is on the V8. That's not much use, is it? Right. So I still need rad hoses. I need to put the oil cap back on. Where's it gone? Well, that's twice that's happened. It's disappeared. Oh, no it hasn't. It's right there. Thought I'd laid it down on the ground and it disappeared again. Right, what's next? I think we should reset the scrapyard. Like so, and see if we can find some hoses. And another brake line. Nothing laying there, nothing there, nothing in this pile. That's the wrong drive shaft. Did it not load any cars in? No, it didn't. You horrible game. Got no idea what that's doing. There's another wheel spacer. I'll have that. Don't know why, but I'll have that. Right. I'm going to quick save before I reset the junkyard again. Oh, excuse me. Because sometimes, especially if the junkyard doesn't want to play nice, it'll crash the game. there. So I'm actually struggling to see the keys on the keyboard because little Missy is sitting in the way. Is staring at my can of Pepsi for some reason. Come on, load up. Yep. When we get the lag spikes like that, I know we've got vehicles loaded in. Yeah, I'll have that. F100. With a battery on it. I knew that would happen when I bought one from the garage. Right. I've lost the wrench. No, I haven't. Oh, I found the second one. It's there. It was laying down here. I actually wonder if I've accidentally picked up some of the parts I've bought and taken them to the garage. You know, forgetting that I needed them here. But I'll show you. This is the only vehicle that spawns a battery. If you take it off. I can't remember what they are in the shop, but I think they're sort of getting close to $100. But this, $27. There we go. We've got another one here, and that one's got a bad battery on it. No, there's nothing, I don't need much for the F100s at the minute. I think I've got all the lowering springs, so that's a bad one anyway. And again, no drive shaft, and no radiator hoses actually. Oh. I mean, I could cheat and just go and buy a couple of radiator hoses, but I don't want to cheat. That just will, you know, spoil the challenge, because the idea of the challenge is just to get everything from the junkyard. The video's getting on for an hour now, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the video here. And maybe off camera, ready for part 3, I'll see if I can find the bits I need for this. So, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please hit that like button, or the dislike button if you disliked it. And if you did like what you see, and you're not subscribed, please subscribe and help the channel grow. It is free. Oh yeah, and I'll leave links to my other 2 channels and the Discord server in the description down below. So again, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.